Well, that air was in a hurry today across the valley from north to south in most instances. That wind was gusting over 40 miles per hour in Cavalier, Cooperstown, Jamestown, Carrington. Here in Fargo, 43 miles per hour today, that peak gust. Fergus Falls also in the 40 mile per hour category. A little less in the way of gusty winds in northwest Minnesota. So we have some clouds that still are pushing their way through northeast North Dakota, northwest Minnesota. Spotty sprinkles are falling from these, not a lot showing up on the radar. When we look up to the north, we see this whole batch of clouds associated with a spiraling area of low pressure and a counterclockwise circulation there, not moving too quickly. The rest of the nation's midsection here around the Mississippi Valley continues to be very wet. Numerous areas of flooding concerns with flash flood warnings in a few of those areas. For us now, the camera continues to shake. We have a 68-degree temperature in Moorhead, 66 at Hector with gusty winds to 43 miles per hour. 50s in the far north. We have 68 in Breckenridge, Wahpeton this hour. Here is your planning forecast. Keep this in mind. The winds are going to continue to be very gusty through the setting sun, and after that they'll settle down just a piece. 15 mile per hour winds carry us into the overnight hours, and most of us will see at least partial clearing overnight, and we still could see some sprinkles along the international border overnight. Temperatures in the 40s for most of us to start out our Friday. And as we go through the day, the north winds, here's the big change, won't be quite as strong, although we'll still have winds 15 to 25 miles per hour as we go into the afternoon. Temperatures will be a few degrees cooler than today, knock off about 3 to 5 degrees over our highs today. Improved wind conditions now late in the day with clearing skies, decreasing winds, and a very dry air mass over the top of us. Leaves a chance for some frost. More on that in a moment. Right now, though, your Friday night looks quiet, albeit quite chilly. Here's a look at Fargo's planner. 5:38 to time of sunrise. We'll see temperatures rise from the mid-40s quickly to the mid-50s, and then that ramping up will slow down. Mid-60s for most of our afternoon. North winds 10 to 20 miles per hour as opposed to gusts over 40 miles per hour like we saw this afternoon. And in the evening, temperatures slipping through the 60s. Here's a shot at 70-degree readings in northeast South Dakota. That's about it. The rest of us in the upper 50s north, low to mid-60s for most of us in the south. Here's a peek at Saturday morning. So Friday night into Saturday morning, there is a chance of some isolated frost, mainly in northwest Minnesota, where you see the blue colors here. Anywhere from, say, northern Becker County up to the international border, you may want to cover those fresh plants. It looks like we start seeing temperatures go in the right direction, though, for our weekend. Here's a look at a great shot in Trail County. What a beautiful courthouse setting. Bobby, thanks for uploading your photo. Now the planning forecast, Andrea, as we look toward that weekend. A little better on Saturday, back to 70 degrees. That's below average, though, for this time of the year. And we'll get into those average temperatures on Sunday. Then the heat returns next week with 80s and only slight chances of precipitation.
No frost later on, then, I assume.
Right. No frost next week.
Thank you, Hutch, for that.